Hello, good evening everybody. Now we are going to look at how to mark a rake which has been mark a demand as ETRR demand, which has been registered as manual demand. Now we are going to take the example of one rake for which the demand has been registered manually, and we are going to look at the demand of a coal rake. Okay. Now the location that we are looking at here is SCRM. Now this is the manual demand registered. Now here we can see that the location has not, the customer has placed a normal demand. Here the e-demand color coding is given, whereas here in the particular demand it is not being shown. So this is a manual demand, and for further confirmation that this is not a e-demand, here we are going to TMS outward list of forwarding nodes and we are pressing F5, and here at the last we can see that the color coding given for e-demand, that is orange color, is not getting reflected anywhere in this particular demand. Also in the RR number column, the ETRR code color code is also not available. Here it is the ETRR color code. Okay. Now what is to be done is, once the normal demand is registered in TMS and forwarding note is also generated, after we get the forwarding note number, we will have to ask the customer to mark the demand as ETRR. Now here we are going to look at the forwarding note number 216.001 from SCRM, and the destination is KRDS. Now this is the home screen of the customer after he logs in into e-demand screen, into e-demand module. There we can find ETRR as one of the tabs. The customer, after he logs in, he has to navigate to the ETRR tab. There, on clicking it, he will be able to find this mark demand for ETRR. Now click on this mark demand for ETRR. Next, the customer has to select customer code. There it will show the customer code. Here the customer code is SCCL, Singareni Call Race. Next, the location from which the rake is being loaded and where the demand is to be has been registered, that is SCRM. Next, we have to, there are two buttons here. One is e-demand, the other one is normal demand. Okay. First we have to select the normal demand button. Next, we can either give the consignee code or we can give the destination code. Here the destination is KRDS. Okay. Next, press retrieve. Now here see the rake, the demand is being reflected here. The demand ID that is generated in the TMS screen, in the TMS application, demand number, date and all other details are getting reflected here. Now click on this particular demand and it turns into yellow color. This is very important, because without that row getting converted, getting into yellow color, we cannot do proceed. Once this gets into yellow color, now scroll down and you will find the register bar deregister tab. Click on it, and as you scroll further down, here you are able to see station from SCRM, station to KRDS, forwarding note number is 216.001, This is the same. This is the same forwarding note that we have looked in the TMS application. Now we can find a checkbox here. There's a checkbox here. See where there's a hand symbol. There's a small checkbox. Okay, now click on that particular checkbox. Automatically a small tick will be appear. Now navigate to the end of the row. There's a remark called valid for ETRR. Valid for ETRR. Okay. Now we can go and click submit. But here I would like to remind you, here in the demand ID, there's no color. Previously also there was no color coding. Here now also there is no color coding. Now we will see what happens once we click on the submit icon. Now look here, the color coding of the demand has changed from sky blue to blue. Okay, and similarly once we go and look at the in the TMS outward list of forwarding notes screen also, here I am refreshing the screen. See here, previously we were the RR number column, there was no color. Now it has the color has turned into the color coding of ETRR. Okay. Now again we will go to the demand registration screen, and here there are no changes actually, because this is not an e-demand, and this particular screen we are not there's no particular ETRR is not marked. So this is how we have to mark a manual demand as ETRR. Hope everyone has understood and they will follow this particular process, and this should be done before release of the rake. This should be done before release of the rake. Okay, so all are requested to once again go through the video and then follow the system whenever a manual demand is placed. And one more important thing, both the consignor and consignee should be registered for e-demand. If the consignee is not registered for e-demand, then earlier the message that the system has shown that valid for ETRR, it will give us an error that the consignee is not registered for e-demand. So it is very important and that both the consignor and consignee are registered for e-demand. Thank you.